Hi guys and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about an album that kind of appeared out of nowhere really. So it was released last week, which is the 1st of December, and I don't know if you guys know, but there's usually sort of like maybe a 2-3 month lead up time until a record is released, but Glassjaw decided to go completely against the grain and they put out one press release with a new single on I think it was the 24th of November, which is literally a week before the album was released. So this is somewhat why the review is like a little bit late, because obviously it came out last Friday and I didn't even receive the record as a promo. So it kind of just dropped out of the sky. Of course, I'm talking about Glassjaw's Material Control. So I kind of missed the boat on the first Glassjaw sort of era, really, because I was just a bit too young, to be honest. The album was actually tracked by Billy Reimer, Dillinger Escape Plan's drummer, Daryl Palumbo, which takes on vocals, Justin Beck on guitars, bass, and I think he did production. But yeah, Billy Reimer was drums. Shearer and New White Extremity, I thought were like, fuck yeah, like this is gonna be a sick album. You know, that bass where it's just like, I just thought that was genius. And I thought it had so much impact. But then the more I listened to it, I was like, why is there all the filler in the middle? I also thought Pretty Hell was a bit boring, which was kind of, I don't know, it's just a bit of a surprise. I was like, but the more that I listened to the record, the more I kind of like got into the groove of it, I guess. So, you know, the first sort of 4 tracks, New White Extremity, Shearer, 11 Days, 11 Nights, and Golgotha, are all super heavy. And especially in Golgotha, I love that sort of, the way that the ride and the toms sound. I really liked the production on this album. I thought it sounded like really fat, but without sounding like, you know, like a Kurt Ballou record. You know, throughout repeated listens this week, I've actually come to think that it's a really great but quite dynamic album. You know, I mentioned before, Pretty Hell was kind of like, well, what's going on? He just sort of sounds like he's like, Pretty Hell, and like, I don't know, I just didn't quite get it. But I think after you listen to the album enough times, it kind of, it sinks in, and also I think it's a great contrast from the kind of like ferociousness of the first 4 tracks, and then it kind of slows down a bit, but it goes back into stuff with Pompeii, which is also like pretty heavy. Yeah, on My Conscious Weighs a Ton, there's a bit with a riff where it's like and it I don't know, it reminded me of like The Shape of Punk to Come, like Refused and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, as a kind of Glassjaw newbie, which I'm not afraid to admit, I thought it was a fantastic record. It might be one that kind of takes a while to get your head round, but overall, I think that the songwriting is solid. You sort of sway with it, and you know, wherever they're kind of going, if it's the kind of really heavy side, or if it's kind of the more kind of relaxed, sort of serene-y kind of side. But, you know, I even mentioned earlier on about the instrumental track, Material Control, and I was like, oh, I don't really like it. But now I really like it, and it's got that sort of then it comes in with the sort of, I think it's tapping, which, you know, it kind of, I don't know, it's just a bit, like, slightly different. They've done a really good job keeping all of this a secret for such a long time. And yeah, consider me a Glassjaw fan now. So, alright, now the verdict. I'm going to give Glassjaw Material Control 4 out of 5 skulls, because I think that after thinking about it long and hard, I listened to the record and I was kind of like not blown away, but then the more that I've listened to the record, the more I've enjoyed it and the more I've kind of gotten out of it. There are loads of different layers which are being uncovered with different listens, and I feel that that's what necessitates it to have a 4 out of 5 rather than a 3, which is what I was originally going to give it. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please make sure you give me a like and press the subscribe button underneath. I'm going to be carrying on my album of the years and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Cool, thanks for watching. Bye.